All right. Thank you for joining us today for LTA's January webcast. Today we're going to be talking about business transformation, the real benefits of digital transformation. So just a quick look at today's agenda. We'll go over some quick introductions. We'll spend the bulk of the session really talking about the topic there. And then we'll finish up with Q&A from the audience. At any time throughout the presentation, if you have a question, feel free to just submit that in the Q&A section of Zoom or in the chat. And if it makes sense, we'll happily answer throughout the presentation, or else we'll save that until the end. So just a quick introduction of LTA and who we are. We are a 100% independent strategic management consulting company. Founded in 1995, we're based in Northbrook, Illinois, and our team of ERP experts average over 20 years of experience. So definitely have a great team that's looking to help make sure your business is running efficiently and effectively. Some of our services that we offer are ERP selection and implementation projects, business process re-engineering, as well as technology advisory services, such as IT strategy and road mapping, digital strategy, cloud strategy, lots of project management, as well as value-added services. So if you're looking for an interim CIO, if you have a project that's in trouble or looking for organizational change management, we're here to help you with all of those different things. Today, we're going to be joined by Joel Schneider, the LTA President and Founder. Joel has over 25 years of experience and has seen countless numbers of companies transform their businesses. And so without further ado, I'd like to go ahead and introduce Joel. And let's get Joel in there. Hi, Joel. How are you?
Good, Brad. Thanks for having me today. Appreciate it.
Thanks for joining. So love for you to talk some more about digital transformation and how that relates with business transformation.
Well, great. Thanks for the introduction. It's good to be here to talk about digital transformation. I'm really excited because this is one of those topics that is a well-worn word, digital transformation. But before we get started, I just want to apologize in advance. I have a little scratchy throat, so I have a little bit of water here. So if I take a sip and take a pause, I just have a little scratchy throat. So we're going to talk about digital transformation. And one of the things I want to mention really quick is digital transformation versus the word business transformation. Digital transformation is a very overused word. It's being watered down quite a bit in the expectations of what digital transformation is all about. What we're going to talk about today is not just what is digital transformation, but the differences between digital transformation and business transformation. And there's a big difference between the two, and what you're trying to achieve is not digital transformation, but business transformation, and the importance of achieving that. But at its core, when people talk about digital transformation, it's integrating different technologies throughout your company to achieve truly transformational, to use that word, or really impactful results. But it's not just the technology. It has to be done with leveraging improved business processes at the same time. If you will, great business processes with older technology and vice versa will not help you achieve what is called digital transformation that we like to call business transformation. So to be effective, you have to leverage both of those. It's not effective with one or the other. So today we're going to talk about how to leverage the technology, how to combine business processes, how to also layer on a critical factor, of change management. So if you put those together, you can truly make revolutionary changes to your business. So that's the overall discussion today about digital transformation and what is it. So as we move forward, what does it actually mean? So some of the bullet points that we want to go through is what it's not and what it is. So obviously what it's not, it's nothing that you can do by pushing a button on your computer that says upgrade or update or get me the new version of a piece of software. You also can't hit, as we like to say, the easy button to get it done. It's not easy, it's hard, it takes effort and gets your whole company involved. Everyone needs to be part of that process, and that's why change management is all about. Technology on its own cannot solve bad business processes. So again, you have to have both business process reengineering and business process improvement, and improve your underlying technology to go hand in hand. And putting in the time and effort to do this correctly pays off tremendously in the long run. So this is something that, as we like to say, measure twice, cut once. So the planning portion of it is critical as you go through this. And remember, business transformation is about improving your interaction with your customers, your suppliers, and your employees to make everything improve. So it's also to exceed those expectations as you go forward. So there's the slide about business transformation. So business transformation is really the opportunity to make fundamental changes or fundamental improvements in how your business is conducted and transacted, both inside the walls of your business and outside the walls of your business. This is an opportunity to make radical changes, positive radical changes to your business, and with change management involved in this, your team will become part of the process and embrace the opportunity to make dramatic improvements to your business. So there's a difference between evolutionary changes and revolutionary changes. So you don't want to do anything truly revolutionary, because bad things happen when you have a revolution, but make significant strides in doing that. So doing things different is important. So that's what we're going to talk about when it comes to business transformation versus just digital transformation. Digital transformation is the tool to help you achieve business transformation. And those tools are digital or technology, business process reengineering, and change management with good active project management on top of it. So there's some great ideas out there and great opportunities to do business transformation. That was a long answer to a short slide right there. So effective business processes are a core component of doing business transformation. So business process reengineering or effective business processes should and must be part of the process moving forward. Because when you have a bad business process, you're wasting time, you're wasting energy, you're doing duplication of effort, and most of the time or your employees know that there's a better way to do things. It also, when you do improve business processes, allows technology to work to its fullest potential. Easier said than done, but let me give you a quick example here. Most software systems, which is the tool, most companies use a very small percent of what is out there, what's available. Your goal is to increase the utilization of the functionality inside that ERP product, improve your business processes, and that's how you could start making those true rapid improvements to your business processes. And you need to identify and document every touch point throughout the process, touch point with your customers, touch point with your suppliers, and even touch point with your employees, and put a holistic plan together to truly improve your business. So that's what we mean by make sure you review your effective business processes. So obviously, you don't do this without measuring your success. And when we talk about measuring success, we want to make sure we measure success throughout the process, at the end, and every 3, 6, 12 months after that. So you do a baseline before you start the project, and you establish those key performance indicators that are tied directly to your business, your industry, and how you measure success for your company. Do those upfront, and then as you go through it, and then after the implementation of improved business processes and the technology to see if you've actually made changes. You're not making the changes for the sake of making changes. So establish those key performance indicators upfront. You can then create dashboards or regular analytical reports that could pop up on a screen, on your iPad, your tablet, whatever you want to do, 24/7. And make sure, the other big thing is make sure you're focused on your customers. So it's not just your internal metrics that are important, but it's all about your customer. And so business transformation is the opportunity to truly change the way you do business. And the why of why you want to do it, obviously, it's an opportunity to increase revenue, decrease costs. You can even eliminate some costs, eliminate business processes, which could improve efficiency and therefore cut costs, improve customer satisfaction or improve customer service, which is critical to make this happen. And the other thing to think about is it's a new generation of workers, new generation of workers at your customers, new generation of workers at your suppliers, new generation of workers inside your organization. The new generation are working 24/7 on mobile devices, tablet devices, at a coffee shop, not necessarily always in their open. And they're open 24/7. Your customers, they may be closed, but their employees are checking email, doing transactions, approving, could be a purchase order, a work order, 24/7. So you don't need to be open. If you implement a digital transformation, which is actually a business transformation initiative, you could actually be open 24/7. The new generation, we must adapt to the new world. However, with that said, let's remember that you still need that human touch, that human interaction is still critical. So build into your processes and your technology the way to talk to an employee, a supplier, customer, everywhere through your supply chain. It's really important that you consider that as you go through. So the opportunity is important. You could reduce cost, improve customer satisfaction. You could literally be open 24/7 without actually being open 24/7 and truly make those fundamental changes we talked about earlier, those fundamental changes on how business is both conducted and transacted by lowering costs and improving customer satisfaction. So it's a real benefit out there. I need to take a drink of water while you go to the next slide. Thank you. So a couple of quick examples. These are 5 clients we've worked on in 2018. A couple are still in 2019. But some examples of business transformation doesn't always have to be in a 100% pure manufacturing environment. However, the first one is a real high-performance plumbing and HVAC chemicals manufacturer here in Illinois. They went through they called it digital transformation. It's truly a business transformation where they are now able to conduct business electronically where they couldn't do that before. They are now accepting orders, shipping, doing transactions via e-commerce, digital without that human interaction. They still have customer service, but they've lowered their cost, increased revenue, and done better on sales and marketing than before they started this. It was a short project, 6 months, that has just provided them with all sorts of increased revenue and better analytics and better information as you go along. Another one is a national promotional products distributor based in Wisconsin that was a very high level of human customer service. Every order was touched not once, but multiple times through the process to enter an order, process an order, make sure it got shipped, invoiced, billed, collected the cash, you name it, all the way through every business process, order to cash, procure to pay, everywhere along the line. We're really excited that when they went live on their new system, that they have reduced their cost internally, expanded sales, and through measurable results at their annual trade show, got tremendous feedback from their customers that they are now the firm to do business with. They made it a lot easier for their customers. They're getting better customer service. They could do things on their hours, 24/7, if you will. And a lot of their customers are a new generation of workers. So they don't want to be tied from that 9 to 5 schedule. So it was a great project, tremendous value to that national promotional products distributor. Brad, are we doing okay on time while I take a drink of water?
Yeah, we have about another just over 10 minutes.
Okay, good.
scheduled.
Good. So there's a professional services firm located in downtown Chicago that just went live on their new system. Now, here the difference is a lot of companies go live on a new system. But what this company did, they combined the digital factor, the software component, re-engineer their business processes, and with a very concerted effort on organizational change management. The team, our client's team, the employees, really rallied around this project, really rallied around this initiative, and everyone there understood not just what they're doing, why they're doing it, the benefits of going through this change, and they've radically changed their business model, and they have actually reduced their cost, and their clients, the professional service firm's clients, have noticed already the difference in the interaction and the opportunity to work with that firm. So the change management component of that professional service firm in Illinois was critical, and it is for every client, but they really made a large focus of their project to do that. I want to stress again that it's not digital transformation. Digital transformation without business process reengineering and change management won't get you to the results you're trying to achieve. You have to combine the technology, which is the software, if you will, business process reengineering, and organizational change management to truly make those dramatic improvements, those fundamental changes in your business. So that's a really good case study of change management there. And just moving forward, because I want to make sure we have time, there's a global distributor of material handling equipment that's headquartered in Indiana. We help them re-engineer their business processes and then re-implement their current software system. They didn't get a new one, they just re-implemented it. And with them, we took them from X% of using that software functionality up to a greater percent of software functionality. So they made those really dramatic improvements in their business processes, utilization of technology, change management was throughout the whole process. So they have now increased revenue, captured revenue that they thought was lost. They found assets that they can now monetize that was out on the street. They've reduced their costs. And with it's a very large company with the new generation of workers always coming in, the opportunity to do things mobile, on tablets has really changed the way they've done business. It's truly, for them, it's a great fundamental change in how business has been conducted for them. So the message here is digital transformation is a word that's overused. I think it's been watered down a little bit. People may not get it. They think it's just putting in software. I think what we express to our clients is it's not digital transformation per se. It's the opportunity to do business transformation and combining those core components, change management, business processing, and technology. You can actually achieve the results, measure them, like we said in that previous slide, with some KPIs before, during, and after. I think you're going to generate some great results. And that's why I was so excited about today's webinar.
Great. Thank you, Joel.
Just take a quick little sip here, sorry.
Yeah, not a problem. It looks like we did have a question or two come in. If you have any questions, please go ahead and submit those now, and we will go ahead and address those and see if we can help answer them. So the first one that came in was, how do I get our partners and suppliers on board with our desired business changes, especially those who are not integrated with our current ERP?
Right. So that's a great question. How do you get people on board that are part of your environment, part of your company, inside your four walls, if you will? So when we talked about change management, one of the things that people assume is change management is about what happens inside your four walls. Change management is about communications to people of everyone that's involved in your company. One of the words we like to use is our constituents. Excuse me. Think about all the constituents throughout your company, various suppliers, various customers, employees, could be remote workers, etc. So your communications and your change management approach, your change management documentation, everything around that has to be spread throughout. It's not just communicate at once, communicate it often, make sure they understand. It could be as simple as they used to receive an invoice in one way, now they're receiving an invoice in another way. But you don't just do that. You send out multiple communications, different vehicles. It could be in your company newsletter, an internal newsletter, an external newsletter, on your website, direct communications to your customers and your suppliers. And here's what's coming, here's what to expect. Remember that you have to have that human touch, you still have to have a phone number for them to call, and it's all about preparing for that. So remember, change management, part of business transformation, is not just inside your four walls. That's a great question, and we communicate that to our clients all the time.
Great, thank you. Next one, you suggested that it's a whole team project. If the whole team can't be on it, who do you suggest head the digital transformation? So
this is a real interesting question. We get this all the time because a lot of people think it's digital transformation, therefore you put an IT person in charge of this project. From an organization structure, remember, this is business transformation. If at all possible, you want somebody to sponsor the project who's from the business side, not the technology side. So if you will, maybe like the chief operating officer, the chief financial officer, or even the president or CEO of the company needs to lead this as the sponsor. The day-to-day work of the project team can be led by others, and you want to make sure you have a representative from each area of your company involved in this project. So you need to have somebody from your supply chain. You want somebody from warehousing. It could be manufacturing, finance, customer service, even down to someone like shipping, receiving, quality. Make sure all those areas are represented on your project team and led by somebody from the business. IT is critical to make this happen because it's the software that's going to be the glue that holds it all together. If you think about the software, it's your bloodstream, it's your blood running through your company. Without it, you can't run your business. So your IT individuals, your IT lead must be part of this process and play a major role into this. So that's a great question. Great. And if I could add one thing, here's the downside to that. You want your best people on this project. So this is a great opportunity for a younger person in your company that you think has potential. They'll learn more about their business and become a real star in your organization. Great.
Well, if you have any other questions, please type them through. In the meantime, if you did like what you heard today, if you want to talk more about digital transformation, business transformation, or any other services, BPR, implementations, definitely reach out to us. Any of us are happy to talk, but our practice director, Joe Ambrose, specifically is expecting and happy to communicate with you guys. His email's on the screen as well as his phone number. And be on the lookout for our February webcast information. We also have an ongoing educational webcast series that will be starting next week. So be on the lookout. You can find more information on our website. It doesn't look like we have any other questions that came through. So thank you for taking time and joining us. Joel, thank you for also taking your time with us. And we look forward to seeing you next time.
Thank you. Look forward to seeing everyone in February. Thank you.